Welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlene Randall, and we talk about financial news and stories. So I was scrolling and doing some research, and I came across this story. And this story is basically a case that involves alienation of affection. So there's a TikToker named Brene, and she was friends with another girl named Akira. Now, Akira was married to her husband. I think his name is Tim. So, Akira was married to Tim, and Brene started dealing with Tim, and he left his wife, Akira, and started dealing with her. Now, in North Carolina, they have what you call alienation of affection. So the case went to court, and there was just a decision made in a case, and this TikToker was ordered to pay 1.75 million for her dealing with her friend's husband, and uh basically the alienation of law. This is what she has done. um Alienation of affection, excuse me. She's the one that caused the alienation of affection, which means that she was dealing with someone's husband, and basically knowingly knowing they were married, and continue the affair. Now, I don't know if this is even worth this. And I wonder what she said that this is worth it. This is a really crazy situation, because it seems like it's a lot twisted up together, and it's a lot that it just seems like she really didn't care about this woman's husband. So I mean, this woman's husband, she didn't care about that relationship. She wanted it for herself, and I think that is so wrong on so many levels. She was actually friends with this woman. So let's watch the video that I have here, and we are going to watch the video together.
An affair, a TikTok star, and a $1.75 million verdict that nearly ended with a fight outside the Durham County Courthouse. That was not the fight. That was the joy inside the courtroom. We're talking about the case of North Carolina TikToker Brene Montague. She was sued by her now husband's ex-wife. Tonight, a jury found Montague liable for destroying the couple's marriage. WR's Eric Miller was in court and has the story.
That's the sound of a $1.75 million cheer coming just moments after court was adjourned. Akira Montague embraced her attorney, Robinetta Jones, as dozens of supporters yelled from the sidelines.
She has received justice from losing her husband and the father of her children.
Akira Montague's lawsuit, filed in Durham County Court, accuses Brene Montague and...
So she had kids with this man. Apparently, they were all together at different times with the children. This is very messy. I just don't understand. Like, a lot of people have a disregard for other people in their relationships, and it's starting to, get ridiculous. And this is out of hand, because they were on social media, and I guess on social media you can't really hide too much if you're going to have an open relationship, and you want to show everybody who you're with. So, but it's embarrassing, because this is your friend's ex-husband. Well, they're not friends anymore, but this is someone that you called a friend, and you were around the children, and all that's that's not, it's not a good thing. So with that, this is what she has to deal with now. So I wonder if she would really think twice about it, if it was the past. But it's too late to it's actually too late to deal with that right now.
Influencer with nearly 3 million followers on TikTok of seducing and having an affair with her then husband, Tim. That affair then turning to marriage when Brene and Tim wed. In the suit, Akira Montague claimed Brene used.
Oh, and so they got married. Also, yeah, this is a lot, and there's no way you can. I don't know what they would try to say, in defense for that, but this is disgusting. It's a bad situation.
Her online influence as a weapon. The affair also caused damage to her health and deprived her kids of a two-parent household.
And it was nothing but lies.
Brene Montague, who represented herself in court, slammed the verdict, saying
And so wait, she represented herself in court, and I'm not even going to say anything about that. But as I started in the legal background, and that's just something you shouldn't do, especially with this much on the line, being sued for this amount of money. That's not doesn't seem that was a good way to go, because this attorney you're up against, has education and knows the law,
Akira Montague knew her marriage was over and allowed the affair.
She gave her consent. She said it was okay because she knew her marriage was over with and it was done.
But the jury didn't agree, awarding Akira Montague the $1.75 million after more than.
So if she gave her consent, why would she be suing? That doesn't make sense.
700 pieces of evidence were presented in court, including some of Brene's own TikToks and texts.
That says that my client was telling the truth.
The case hinged on two rarely used laws, including alienation of affection.
It can be very hard to prove, and the reason is because it's hard to find a point in a relationship where the relationship necessarily started to go bad.
But in these videos and in the court testimony, the jury found that point, leaving Brene Montague with a hefty bill and no answer on how she'll pay.
I don't know, but she'll probably never see it.
Wow. So she says that she will never see it. So I don't know if she's upset at this point, but this is what she caused, because you can't, it's we're neutral parties. I'm a neutral party. I don't know anything about these two women, but I do know that you was a friend, and friends don't do things like that. So no matter what, that's just like, no, you're supposed to be a friend to her, and having an affair with her husband, that's not being a friend. So let's watch this. I also have the some of the last remarks from the attorney about this case, and basically it's a rare situation that these types of cases comes up, but I wanted to talk about it really because the amount that's involved, because I don't follow these women on social media. I really didn't know who they were, but yeah, the amount, this is, I think, the maximum, and they awarded it to her because they found so much evidence. So
Excited and happy for my client. She has received justice. I was extremely excited and happy for my client. She has received justice from losing her husband and the father of her children. And she was able to receive that through the jury in their verdict. And not only did they recognize her harm, they awarded her the maximum amount that we asked for. It means the world to my team, my client, and I, because there are so many women that were able to have their stories heard through my client. And she was able to speak her truth after a year and a half of not being able to say anything. We just want to say that we are extremely happy with this verdict. Justice was served. And now people will look at this, and this will set precedent for third parties interfering with another person's marriage.
So I know she's happy for the win, and the ex-wife is also happy for the win. But this is why, people say that you can't, it's sad that you can't have certain people too close to your intimate partner, your spouse, because things like this is what people are, worried about usually, like if they would, go behind your back and do these things. But North Carolina law allows a spouse to sue a third party for alienation of affection, a claim for emotional or financial damages if that third party interfered with marriage. To succeed, the plaintiff must prove a happy marriage existed, the third party's actions caused the loss of affection, and there was a genuine loss of love and affection. The lawsuit can be filed against the paramour or even a family member and is separate from a divorce case. So I know people will think twice about this because a lot of people don't know. They're out there cheating and mingling and would never think that something like this would happen. But I know, I definitely know that 1.75 million that she has to pay. She's thinking about that. So tell me what you think about this case and the fact that she has to pay. She's been ordered to pay 1.75 million. Let me know what you think in the comments. Comment, like, and subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed, and I will see you in the next video.